Hey everybody, welcome back to FSI DFS covering Major League Baseball. I'm Mega Ruler 31, joined by McKinley here. We got two slates today. The first one is starting at 1 o'clock, and really thinking that this 5-game slate probably will end up being a 4 or maybe even a 3. Looks like there's a 100% chance of rain in the White Sox game. Now, granted, we said that the other day, and then the pitcher came out later and pitched a complete game shutout. So, but I think I'm avoiding it this time. And the same thing with St. Louis and Milwaukee. So just kind of looking at this early slate, I think pitching's pretty easy. Jacob deGrom is against the Marlins, and you have Michael Pineda against Seattle. So I think those would be my top choices. And I think GPP could be anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, that's spot on. They made deGrom even cheaper than he was the first outing, which is fantastic. But yeah, like you said, pitching is very straightforward in this early slate here. Don't get too cute with it. Obviously, with GPP, change it up, but don't overthink it in cash here.
They probably gave you a discount because they think that he's going to get pulled after 5 innings and the bullpen's going to lose the lead again. The run, and the Mets aren't going to score any runs. But I do like the Mets bats. I like the lefties versus Rogers and the righties. So I think, he's a young pitcher, definitely can give up some runs. But I think my favorite spot, just looking early, is going to be Minnesota against the lefty Kikuchi. You got switch hitter Polanco possibly leading off, a bunch of solid right-hand batters there. I know they let us down a couple days ago, but they seemed to be decent. I think the last slate that they played. Mm-hmm. And then maybe Germán struggled, Archer struggled. Neither one pitched last year. They have one start under their belt. I think you can take pieces from the Tampa Bay Yankees game, also played inside in a dome. And, I think that pretty much covers the early slate. Anything else up?
No, that's pretty much it. I'm going to be all over those Twins. Anytime the Twins are going against the lefty this season, I'm going to be stacking them like
especially
crazy.
At home. Yeah.
Yeah. So if I see a lefty against that Twins lineup, I'm going to be targeting the Twins 100%.
Okay, looking at the night slate starting at 7:05. There was projected that it was going to be a complete washout in Boston, but then the page refreshed and it looks like there's nothing. So just keep an eye on that. I don't think we're interested in either pitcher in the game. I think, hitters would probably prevail there. Could be a little bit wet in Florida. Remember, Toronto is playing down at their spring trading place because the country won't let teams come in and out. So there's still nomads until they get that situation resolved due to COVID. And it could be a little wet early in Atlanta, but it should clear up by game time. So maybe a late start, but I think they get that in. So pitching, who do you like for this late slate?
Chris Paddock, San Diego. I mean, Musgrove just went out. He had the no-hitter against Texas. The bats just aren't the greatest. Obviously, they were hot to start the season, but we've learned that Kansas City pitching staff, or Keller specifically, not too great. But yeah, Paddock for sure. Other than that, you could look at Urias for the Dodgers, but those Washington bats can be kind of poppy.
Not yesterday.
No. But I mean, everybody else is just kind of there. I'm not too interested. Eflin, he played against Atlanta in his first start, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah, you've seen a lot of repeat matches.
Yeah, so a high strikeout pitcher against a high strikeout team so far this season. I think
I like the other side of that matchup actually too, because I think Anderson has some strikeouts, and
it may be the exact same pitching matchup as they had in the beginning of the season here. But yeah, I remember I cored Eflin in the GPP last time they were out, and it's possibly going to be happening again here. So yeah, Eflin can be a great case there. It's just not as straightforward. I think there's so many different ways you can go with pitcher here.
Yeah, well, one way not to go is I would completely avoid the Toronto Angels game. It showed yesterday that was a very high scoring game. I think that feels a little bit smaller than a normal baseball park. And going back to Philly and Atlanta, I did notice that the wind is possibly blowing in at 10 miles per hour, so that should help a little bit too there. But I think I'm going to take a lot of bats. There's a 10.5 total for this Toronto and Angels game, so Quintana and Matt's not bad pitchers, but it's not necessarily Coors, but I think there's definitely some potential here for some hits.
No, for sure. And Toronto was going to be moving to Buffalo. Word came out, or at least the Bisons, Buffalo Bisons AAA team, is going to be playing their games in New Jersey this year, so that they got the stadium opened up for Toronto to move in. But yeah, I'm going to be targeting those Toronto bats a lot, just because of the field dimensions.
New hometown team,
and they are the new hometown. They're coming to this field right here behind me. But yeah, San Diego bats I'm interested in. Same with Cincinnati. I mean,
yeah,
there's a lot of pitching and a lot of strong offenses here. So I don't think that you can go wrong too many ways.
The Dodgers, I don't know. I don't know if I want to play the pricing for them. Like Foth isn't a horrible pitcher, but I don't see them doing as well. Betts is just getting back in the lineup after waking up like stiff in bed or something like that. Looks like they should have their like normal, the rest of their guys in. Bellinger is a little banged up. I don't know if he's on the IL or not, but he's not in the lineup. So
he's on the IL here.
Okay, he's had a slow start anyway. So, and Dodgers, I definitely it's one that you can stack in a GPP, but it's not somebody that I'm going after trying to get pieces. Like I said, I think you're right with like Cincinnati, San Diego, the Angels, and Toronto, and then maybe for GPPs like a stack of the Red Sox. Garrett Richardson, he was like on the Angels, and now he's on Boston. So he see some lefties versus him. They continue to be cheap pieces that from the Orioles that you could take. 9.5 total there, so definitely some. Yeah. And Boston's eventually got to start to hit. They have Bruce Zimmerman, who's not a gas can, but he's not great. I like the right-handers like JD, Xander, Renfroe. It's only a matter of time before they just start launching balls out of that yard, and they've got a 5 total. So if the weather is nice there, then it's someplace I'd consider. Anything else we missed?
No, I think you pretty much covered it. First slate, very straightforward. Don't overthink it. Second slate, lots of possibilities with bats and pitching if you want to.
Okay. Well, Sundays are hard sometimes for us to record a video, so we're not sure if we'll have something out there, but we'll definitely be back for Monday slate. I think it's a 12-game main slate on Monday.
Yeah, 12-gamer for once.
Lots to talk about, lots of options there. Hopefully, no weather. So appreciate you guys watching. If you want more information, check us out on fssdfs.com and sign up for our Discord, get in there. Our premium package, we'll give you cores. Cores have been really good. We hit the no-hit pitcher last night, and we've gotten some good bats, and we're doing pretty well to start off the season. So looking forward to another day navigating through this weather and this average pitching options, and we'll catch you next time. So give us a like. If you have any questions, reach out on Twitter. I'm MegaRuler31.
And I'm McKinley _412.
Okay. Till next time. Good luck.